Welcome to Fable Table, an actual play live stream focused on critical world building, collaborative storytelling, finding the fun in games, and Andy realizing that there is object permanence, I guess.
It's a new day. Literally every time I blink, reality is renewed.
When you close your eyes, everything stops.
Mm-hmm.
Is destroyed. Only to be replaced again. All right. Today we're continuing our story of Birds of the Shore here on season 2 of the show. You all have snuck your way in to Loricon's corporate headquarters on their planet, or the moon of Gorin, and specifically on their kind of capital city of Maiden. And you all are deep in the basement sublevels. Well, most of you are deep in the sublevels. In a VR room that was only accessible to like some corporate CEOs, basically, because in the VR room, you're actually using some of Wacom's like augmented reality technology. But normally you need a chip in your brain for that to work. And none of you have that, and yet it's working. Weird. And in that program, you all are standing in what appears to be a huge, we called it Blitzball, but sports arena in the sky boxes. And they're all labeled with various names that you all are realizing and discovered are the names of various sentient AI that the mega corporations have made and basically kept hidden from the public. And specifically, you are talking to, there is one of these AI that is present in the program and says that her like supercomputer is located like 30 meters under the room that you're in. And her name is Draft. She is this like silver woman. I didn't really describe her beyond that, but that's fine. And she created this virtual space and appears to have the power to create anything in it or change anything in the virtual spaces. Lettuce has dropped his drone down like a utility shaft into her server room with an EMP attached.
Yeah, it's the dot kill device, but
right,
it is capable of knocking out. Yes, it's an EMP.
Gotcha.
And I believe at the end of the last episode, I set it on a 2-minute, auto timer unless I come out and snooze it.
Yeah, a 2-minute sleep button, basically.
And then I walk back into the draft suite.
Gotcha. Okay.
There is a gun to Draft's head.
Basically, unbeknownst to her. You have checked out a couple of other rooms. Prepence, who is like studies crime and people's behavior. Opus, which manages like workforce allocation and management. There's one called Panacea that you have not looked at. There is one called Abigail that appears to be just like an AI attached to a fighter ship that has been highly modified and told to just go hide in the what do we call it? The Reef Nebula. And like it has a bunch of the refined soul crystals on it. You also learned that there is like a relay, like satellite relays that it uses, and that the corporations, the cabal use to communicate with it and tell it basically to come out to pick up more soul crystals. And then you have finally checked out one made by me and Bao called Yield, which is the AI that is now known as Dot. That was designed to manage like agricultural, like growing food, basically. and it was expected to solve all of the any and all food problems in the shore. However, it was stolen and put inside the body of a cleaning robot, so its potential was quite limited. And yet, it's still
get started.
Yeah. So so that's what most of you have been doing, and then we have Norm, who's
I've actually been sticking to the goddamn mission. Guys.
Yeah,
that's what Norm has been doing.
Yeah.
You all have been getting distracted with your delusional AI, but I, the only sane one in our group, have been killing people. Because that's what we're here to do. Okay?
Yeah, you've killed a
Commit
number
acts of terror and kill people.
Yeah, you've killed a number of security people and been planting demolition charges around
Civilians too. Yeah.
Civilians too, apparently. Wow, what a fucking asshole.
I'm a
this
terrorist,
criminal.
boys. I'm sorry for doing my job.
Just straight up cooking fools.
It's true.
Okay. So why don't we start with you, Norm?
Okay.
Where are you at in the building? Are you still in the basement levels, or have you migrated up to the main floor?
I was on the main floor and I just put a bomb on a corpse and then was heading back down to get my idiot teammates to hurry the fuck up because cops are coming.
You hear the distant sounds of sirens as the local corporate enforcers of the moon are on arrival to the area. Word has finally made it out, despite the fact that communications have been shut down. Someone must have used their phone to call the cops.
It's okay.
Yes. So you start heading back down, and we'll see you in a second. Lettuce, you have set this 2-minute timer and are heading back into the VR room, it sounds like. And as you step into the room, from outside the room, you just see the holodeck room. It just looks like an empty room. And then as soon as you step past the threshold of the room, you see yourself entering that stadium space again.
Skybox.
You are in the lobby of what looks like the huge atrium area that wraps around the stadium, with signs pointing to all of the skyboxes.
Got it.
Let me bring up the Lucha Libre track again. There we go. So who are you heading into Draft's room?
Yeah.
Okay, who else is in Draft's room at this point?
I think I ended the last episode in Yield's room, but I'm probably wrapping up, or
Sure.
I have wrapped up everything I want to in there, so
Okay.
I'm probably making my way back, or have made it back.
Mm-hmm.
I ended in Pretense, and I would immediately be trying to find Dax.
Okay. All right. Then we can reconvene. It's very funny that Lettuce, as you're walking into the room, before you pass the threshold, you can see Dax is standing over there and Sunny's standing over there, and they're interacting and walking but not seeming to move, and then you cross the threshold and you just can't see them anymore. And then you walk into the draft room, and there Dax is, and shortly thereafter Sunny joins you. It's really weird. But here you all. Welcome back. Is there anything I can get any of you? Says Draft.
Draft, I have some questions about your abilities.
Sure. Was there a beverage you were looking for? Oh.
Are you purely programmed for hospitality? Do you act in self-preservation at all?
What is death?
What's that, John?
What is death?
What's the purpose of life?
Draft, are you programmed for self-preservation? Are you motivated by preventing your own destruction? Does that matter? Does it compute?
I am programmed to create environments and manage them. I am motivated by a desire to help.
So a threat against your existence is not meaningful to you.
I do not want to die.
Okay, so you do possess self-preservation.
Like you, yes. However, I don't. I mean, I have this body that I created for myself, but it is an avatar of my real body, which is simply hardware. So
you only exist in this room to create a space to interact with the other AI and to be here. Can you interact with any part of the world outside of this room?
I can send messages to my creators, but I've never interacted with any of my siblings. None of them have ever been brought into this space. I was simply asked to network within, to connect my servers I was simply asked to connect a database of information on my siblings to this user interface and other user interfaces that exist elsewhere on other planets.
Oh, I was gonna say you're not unique to this spot.
I physically reside here, but there are copies of this user interface, the one I have created, uploaded to other user interfaces on other planets.
So if you were to be destroyed here, Corpos would not have access to this database elsewhere.
The database exists elsewhere, but I am able to manipulate the environment, and copies are sent elsewhere. If I were to die, they would no longer be able to have me change the environment. They have also had me working on other projects, creating other virtual environments.
They'd be notified if you were no longer functioning?
I believe so.
All right. I'm going to let the timer run out.
Okay. You've been talking for about 2 minutes, so
Yep.
So
roll on Arugula's EMP gun.
I don't think we need to roll. I think
Right.
I think if Arugula's down there, Arugula is going to set off the EMP. It's going to completely destroy the server and supercomputer down there, and kill her. So I think there is a can I, and then the entire room just flickers and you all are no longer in a virtual environment. You're just standing in the room. And it's all gone. It's all gone. Sunny, you have downloaded, I believe you've downloaded the information on all of the AI we mentioned, except for Yield and Panacea.
Correct.
Okay. So I believe Dax is the only person who saw Yield's information. But I just want to mark this as a moment we can always come back to and flash back to hey, what did I see here? Or, hey, what did I download? But yeah. So it's gone. I think in an unceremonious way, it's just gone. Lettuce, your data pad also shows Arugula is offline. You no longer have Arugula.
Or when out for Arugula, I will remove from my weapons.
Okay, which means I should promptly stop the Lucha Libre track. And I think Norm arrives just as you, Dax and Sunny, have no idea what just happened.
Nosferatu? Who's turning out all the light? We gotta go, guys. Cops are here. Come on.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
Wait.
What do you
Tom,
mean, wait?
wait. Tom, the guy you locked in the weapons locker, He knows what
cares?
compatriots are. I went
Bro,
into.
Wait, are
Yes.
we kidnapping Tom?
He's the one who knows where the people we're searching for are. We have the
Why were
information.
we in this room then? We have to now go up and go get Tom so we can threaten him.
Pat Norm on the shoulder. 2 objectives, Norm. This was 1. Tom has the answer to 2. Let's go. Lead the way.
Okay,
Look at
yeah.
Dax and Sonny who locked him in this room.
Sorry, the world just looks really different all of a sudden. My head's spinning, and you have really big eyes. But yeah, I could get there. And
Dax is extremely drugged out right now.
the extremely drugged out, high as a kite Dax is leading you as best he can, like wavering back and forth across the stairs. And we'll lead you up to where Tom is.
Okay. Let's get a exert check from the party to see how quickly you all are hustling.
God.
I can only hustle so hard.
Does Dax get a modifier for being extremely high? Is it like an adrenaline rush?
Negative modifiers.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think
What
that's
attribute?
probably
Constitution?
probably.
Or strength or dex? What?
I'll take a dex or con to hustle.
There you go. That's a negative from me, I feel. Oh, no. Rip Dax.
Dax is very strung out.
That's
Okay.
a crit. That's a crit from Andy.
That is a crit from Andy. So 5, 9, 13, and 8. That's 26, 35 divided by 4.
Our average would pass 8, I believe.
That'd be almost a 9. That's fine. Okay, so you all hustle up pretty quick. You get to the armory or the weapons locker on the second floor, I believe. You're a little winded from climbing up all the stairs. And you knocked out Tom, I believe. Or no, you just wait, what?
We knocked him over and surprised him, and we hit him really hard, but we couldn't quite knock him out.
Okay.
So we hog tied him, and
that's right.
Took his
we
key card.
tabletopped him and hurt his pride.
That's right.
And
yes. He took mental damage.
Good.
Emotional damage. Okay, so there he is. You can grab him. And what's the plan to get out of here? As you can see as you're running through the windows of the stairwell and this floor that there are
the alien as the getaway driver.
Yes.
And he's on standby. So didn't we give him a different name? We gave him like a baby driver type name after he watched all the movies.
I have no idea.
I don't think so. I think y'all were just calling them.
I think we totally should if we didn't.
I thought we'd given him a car driver getaway name.
So as you call Diaren or Aaron for short, as you call them on like the data pad, and use a call sign, what is that name?
I think
Speed Racer.
Speed Racer. Yes. Well, now my brain couldn't possibly think of not Speed Racer, so
yes,
that's gonna have to be it.
Yes, Speed Racer here. Over. What do you need?
Pickup time, baby.
Swing around the back. We gotta go.
All right. Actually, Norm and I arrived at the back. I'm just above the exit of the underground parking. Can you get to me? I don't see too many cops around here.
We're coming.
On our way. Yeah.
But it's hot.
Okay. Can I get one more exert from everyone, please?
Come on, Nick.
Oh my god.
What?
All these exert checks in an empty building that has working elevators.
Why do you
Come
think?
on.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
That averages to a 7 1/4. That.
Wow.
Ooh.
You know, hey, we take that 0.75 from the first roll, and now we're at an 8 for both. Look at them. We fucking did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to roll on behalf of some cops to shoot at you as you all make a break out of the door as they call out, "Oh, hey, it's them! They've got a hostage! Take them out!"
Can't we just blow up the building as a distraction?
They've got a hostage open fire, defeating the purpose of a hostage?
Yeah.
Look, these guys are special
Jesus.
forces.
They're corporate enforcers. They don't give a fuck. They're paid to shoot.
They load their own ships and they shoot at hostages. That's what they do. Special forces.
Norm, are you making a distraction by blowing up the building?
I blow up the building. Yeah, let's
Okay.
go.
How many demo charges did you have?
The fucking money man, Mr. Shadow here, gave me.
We had 3 demo charges and 9 grenades left in inventory.
Okay, so at least 4 demo charges.
Okay. Can you roll me 12d10, please, and get rid of all the demo charges?
Done.
62.
Hey, that's pretty good. Slightly above average, I think.
That's what they call me.
Okay. So you blow up the building as they're about to as they're calling out, "It's them!" They take cover. The doors to the shuttle fly open. Aaron is like, "Get in, get in!" And then one of you yells, "Punch it!" As you begin to take off. Aaron is going to make some evasive maneuvers as you all get shot at. Ooh, shit. That's a terrible roll.
He immediately crashes into the wall. He aims with a poster on the wall instead of the door that shows like the outside area. Just full on hit.
Oops, forgot to put it in reverse.
GG guys, into the black hole we go. That's it for us, everybody. See.
Nick, you were just rolling the cop's aim just now, right?
Yes,
Not
I was rolling the cop's aim, so now Aaron's gonna roll the escape. There we go. Okay, so what's up, John?
What is this music that I'm hearing? Okay, I'm sorry. That was weird. That was on my end.
Okay.
I just got blasted by like an ad on YouTube. It was the most dramatic music ever.
That's what Aaron did. Aaron ran into a giant, like one of those hollow screens with an ad. Oh, I thought I could fly through it. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was actually physical. Okay, so Aaron is heading flying over the moon towards your ship, but there are cops in pursuit. Aaron is able to get you all to the ship and like kind of make a combat landing into the dock, but the ship is under fire as you all are like running through the halls to your stations. So let's do some ship combat here for a bit. Okay. Let me I actually need to hide a few things here on this layer before I move us over there.
Need to pull up space combat again. I have everything else open but space combat.
Okay, so let me pull up some space combat music. Or at least ship combat music. Could totally do rap battle here, huh?
Mr. Sulu, engage.
Is this good combat music? Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Okay. So let me just get rid of some things on this token. Okay, so there are a number of cop ships that are like beginning to open fire. Like they don't give a fuck. And you can like see on your scanners as you pull up to the pilot's seat, Sunny, that there are more on the way. But they are going to get a round of shooting at you all as you are making your way like to your stations here. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for their attacks as a kind of like, not really surprise round, but like you all are
unprepared round.
Yes. Okay.
Not actively defending ourselves round.
Yeah. So they are going to use... I actually did not prepare a sheet for cops ships, but I'll just use this. A miss. Or wait, what's the AC of the ship?
14.
Or something.
Okay. All right. So they begin opening fire, but all of the shots are not penetrating the hull of the ship, fortunately. So we can go ahead and move over to... here, I'm actually going to move these all into, like, close range with you all. So feel free to take your stations.
The captain now.
All right. Is everyone fine with this layout of the stations, or does anyone want to switch?
I have no issues with that.
Okay, cool.
I mean, do we get more command points if I'm captaining and somebody else is piloting?
Bro, come on. We're gonna run.
I'm here. Let's go.
Let's just fucking leave.
I believe
Also,
just your...
shouldn't Diaren be on this board as the bridge?
Sure, Aaron can be here too. Let me get like a...
Got Bundy.
Come on, Aaron, get in here.
Okay.
Oh, I guess Aaron was piloting the shuttle, not
Yeah.
So never. That's...
I will go ahead and give Diane. What's that?
I love that token. It's not as good as Andy's, but
It's pretty good.
Andy's token is the best.
Sure.
Okay.
Some romaine lettuce with sunglasses.
It's perfect.
That's red leaf lettuce.
Hell, I thought I updated this token.
Don't get your lettuces mixed up, dude.
Okay, Dot is not going to be able to help you all. Specifically. Okay, so I believe it is the person in the captain department that gets to set the order of actions.
I think that's Sean.
That is John.
Fuck. I don't remember how to do ship combat at all, guys. I set the order as in...
Who acts first?
I know that our gunnery goes last and our bridge will go first, and I'll go in between.
Okay, let's start with bridge. Go ahead. Brian.
Well, at this point, we have no command. We have what? 2 command points. Are we rolling initiative? Or are we just rolling in because the cops took the first action?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, let's roll initiative for the ships for this round.
All right.
Absolutely.
Initiative is definitely going to be a D8 plus my dex or int. So I'll roll that for us.
Combat?
Here we go. 10.
Where is ship combat? Am I losing my mind?
I had created a separate.
Space combat.
It's in the resources.
In the resources.
Yeah, I thought I had it.
Pretty recent posts. Ship combat actions is what it's called.
Okay, I guess I just never downloaded it. All right, whatever. We're good.
Okay. Oh, there's no initiative button on the vehicle sheet, so the
John, all you have to know is that if you can't do anything else, you can just say, do your duty, gain 1 combat point, and then your turn is skipped.
Yeah, that's essentially what we're doing.
Okay.
Yep. Just farming combat points so that Greg can shoot.
Okay, so combat sequence, roll initiative. Then command points are reset to 0. Then captain decides in which order departments will act. Then each department in turn chooses actions from their specific department actions or from the general actions list. Okay, so it sounds like we are going with bridge first, which is Sunny.
Then at this point, bridge, we don't have enough command points to do anything of value at this point. So I think.
So your talent of captain, I just gives the ship 2 command points right off the bat.
Yep, this is true, but the evasive maneuvers adds my pilot skill to our AC. My pilot skill is 0, so that's worthless. And escaping combat we can't do because that's 4. We only have 2. So at this point, I'm going to do my duty.
Okay, we're up to 3.
I'm going to go up to 3 command points.
Okay, great. John, who is next?
I am.
Okay. Captain actions are into the fire, keep it together, and support department. Or you can use a general action, or including do your duty for another command point.
Okay.
Arguably,
I realize the mistake I've made now.
Arguably,
Okay.
support department is better than doing your duty.
Yeah. I guess we're supporting our duty, or supporting department. Have we taken damage yet?
No.
Okay, then I'm gonna give Greg, our gunner, extra stuff. I choose the gunnery actions to take less tour command points.
Okay. I forgot to say Diaren gets to do something. Diaren would have also done their duty for 4. You all have 4 command points now. Okay. So between comms, engineering, and gunnery, who's going next? John.
Do I have to just?
Yes.
Am I having to call out people every turn?
That's your job as
I would
captain.
like to just say the order that's on our screen. That works too.
Yeah, go engineering.
Okay. That is lettuce.
Sorry. So we have 4 command points now, and gunnery is going to get -2 cost to everything.
Correct.
1 action.
What does boost engines do?
It increases your ship's speed until the start of the next turn.
Oh, until the start of the next turn. I'll do my duty.
Okay, that's 5 command points. Comms, which is Bundy's turn. Bundy is going to... I'm sorry, John, what was that?
I don't think Bundy actually gets a turn. Does he?
I really want to see him go on the comms though and be like, "Hi, it looks like you're trying to arrest some people. Would you like some help with that?"
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Bundy is going to roll their program check, which is just a +0 against a targeted ship. On a success, it starts its next turn with a command point penalty. So they're just going to roll 1d20. That is a failure. Bundy is trying to implement some very rudimentary hacking programs that Sunny probably would have prepared for Bundy to just be like, Bundy, hit this button, try and hack them. It's not a very good program, but you know, it might do something. So Bundy's like, I'm trying. So we are down to 2 command points, and that brings us to Dax's turn.
All right. I can only make 1 action, correct?
Correct.
No.
All right.
That is not correct. He can make actions for whatever command points we have left.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Why
okay.
you were a dick to steal 2 of his command points with the AI. But anyway.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so we only have 2 command points then.
But
Yeah.
you get a 2-point discount.
I get a 2-point discount. So target systems are free. Fire 1 weapon is free, and fire all guns is 1. So I want to target the systems on these cops. I want to fire 1 gun, and then I want to fire all guns twice.
I believe you all only have one gun, right?
We only have one gun, but it's more fun to say fire all the weapons.
So I believe each gun can only be fired once per round.
All right, I want to target the police, and then I'm gonna fire at them.
I think so. Let me double check.
Can you target a specific system on their ship, like their
No,
engines or something?
no.
Oh.
You okay, John?
Each available PC can man only one gun per round, but you can make multiple weapon attacks per round.
Oh, okay.
So Dax can fire as many times as we have command points on his one gun.
Okay. All right. So, you're going to target systems. A fire one weapon action you take this round may target a ship's Oh, okay. So you can target a system. Such targeted attacks take -4 to hit, but on a hit, do half damage before applying armor. If damage gets through the system is disabled or drive is degraded by 1 level. Disabled systems hit again are destroyed. You may take this action more than once to aim additional shots you may fire. Okay. All right. So you target systems and then you're going to fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you targeting?
I am targeting their engines.
Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead and give me an attack at -4.
All right. -4.
And I'll pull up the stats for some small fighters.
That's an 11.
Okay. That is going to be a miss.
Damn.
But you have enough combat points to fire one more time.
Beautiful. We're doing it again, boys.
Go for it.
A 13.
This, I believe the target systems action only applies to your next fire one weapon action.
Oh, so that's a 17.
So that should be a 17, which is a hit. They take 2 damage. Okay. Their armor is gonna soak that. You guys don't have very good weapons, unfortunately. Okay. So they're gonna get to go. I'm gonna roll 3d20. These are each gonna have +2 against your AC. Does a 15 hit?
It certainly does.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll some damage for the strike fighters. Let me actually find a weapon that would fit this type of ship. Okay.
How does the armor work? Does armor soak damage? So if we have 5 armor, we soak the first 5 damage from the hit?
Correct. However, this weapon that they're using is going to do has an armor penetration of 20. So the ship will take 4 damage. You all can choose to ignore the damage if you take a ship crisis instead.
I think we just take 4 hit points.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right. So that brings us to the top of the turn order. Let's roll initiative.
Okay, who is our pilot? We need to get him in the driver's seat, right?
I'm in the driver's seat.
Stunning.
Okay, you are the pilot then.
Yep.
You said
All right.
your pilot skill was +0 though.
Yeah, because I didn't think we've done one ship combat and then shied away from it. So now that we're I mean, Andy, I think as a pilot of 1, we can get him in there, but I'd rather have him.
Yeah. Okay.
Rather have him at engines at this point.
All
Put
right.
me last if you want us to escape in the order. But Andy right before me.
Okay, 10-4.
We get a 7. We go first.
Okay. Great.
So I'm going first, followed by Andy, followed by Brian, followed by Gunnery Sergeant Dax.
Aye, aye.
All right. Go ahead.
I support my department of bridge.
Okay. Okay, so 2 CP, support bridge. Great. Moving on. Who was next?
Andy, go.
Yes.
I'll boost engines, which is a intelligence fix.
Yes. Versus DC 8. On a success, the ship speed is increased by 2 until the start of its next turn. That is a failure.
I forgot Righty Tighty Lefty Loosey.
You did. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. All right. So
That was distracting me.
So we're at 0 combat points now. Who's next?
Not Sunny.
Everyone just do your duty.
Not Sunny.
You can boost.
Okay.
Which makes it Dax.
I do my duty.
So does Bundy. That's 2 command points.
Ryan, get us out.
All right. I'm going to attempt to escape combat, which is an int or dex pilot check plus your ship speed plus versus your fastest opponent's check plus their ship speed. Our speed is
5.
5.
The
Plus my dex is a +7 to this roll.
Okay. And their speed is going to be 3.
Was unironically expecting you to say 10 or something.
No.
Like, all right, here it comes. Where's the bullshit?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so now I need to roll a check versus. Okay, yeah. Okay, so roll 2d6.
Where's the reroll? Get us the fuck out,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
Oh,
We're doing this round again. Nick, hit us, brother.
All right. They circle around the ship, like anticipating your movements as you pull away. All right. Well, let's roll again for initiative. Ooh, they rolled well. Okay. They're going to go first. They are all going to make attacks. 2 of those are going to be hits. So the ship is going to take 1 damage and 4 damage.
I think we take the damage again.
Okay, we're taking the damage.
How is the retro lover's health looking?
16 of 25.
Okay. All right, y'all are up.
We redo the exact same round until we win, Nick. Get
Okay.
us the fuck out of this combat encounter.
All right, Andy, make your boost engines check, please.
Righty Tighty Lefty Loosey correctly this time, despite Dot saying things in my ear about boosting with superfoods.
That's another failure. All right.
Oh, man.
All right.
Get us out of here,
Pilot
Sonny.
check coming in.
Dot, shut the fuck up about acai.
It's acai, says Dot.
It's acai, you son
There
of
we
a...
go.
Okay. You finally outmaneuver them and like just punch the engines once you get kind of a clear solution to just like launch your ship forward, and everyone has the whole like whoosh back in their seat as you all pull away and outmaneuver their ships. And you all take off and but you are being pursued, but they're not fast enough.
Good luck on that one. Oh,
What's that, John?
we did it. I'm mocking them on the radio. LOL. Clean up the mess. XD, LeMayo. Send porn. I don't know.
Okay. What the fuck?
I get
All
out of my
right.
chair and slip on a pile of goji berries that Dot put at my
Okay. Nice. All right. So, you all are leaving Maiden and Gorin, the moon. What is next? What is your heading? I should say.
I think we should be.
Go ahead, Greg.
I think we should be returning to like home base, right? We gotta go talk to the mango.
Well, there is the issue of the fact that Captain Mia and his compatriots are still captured, and we have somebody who knows exactly where they are on the ship. I think we should interrogate Tom as we escape orbit. And then either we go back to Mango.
Our prisoner.
Norm, would you like to take charge of the interrogation?
I would love to take charge of being a psychotic clown in outer space.
What do you want?
I want information.
Yes, so would I. You all just...
I bet you would. You're not the ones asking questions here. You're the one going out the airlock if you don't tell me what I want to know. X number of days ago, some ne'er-do-wells broke into your office. Where were they?
Oh, you came for them, huh?
No, we came to disrupt your entire bullshit, and we succeeded. And also to kidnap you. Now tell us what we want to know.
Why would I do that?
Because if you don't, I am going to kill you in the most painful way possible.
Give me a check here.
Stab?
Like a top. Oh, okay.
Stab him? Stab him right where it won't hurt as bad?
No. Let's go with the social solution here first, Sean. You're making a threat.
You're right.
Can I assist Norm's interrogation by handing him a thermal flare, which is essentially a flare gun, and say, go ahead and stick that down his pants.
This isn't a knife.
Go ahead and make a talk check at +1. Especially
This
with
where we get the meme where you hand the flare back, like, that's not a knife.
Yeah, I think
this is a knife.
I think that, yeah, creating the opportunity for John to say that's not a knife is the helping.
Oh, guys, I'm not the most. What attribute is this? This has got to be wisdom, right?
It's charisma.
Why's charisma?
Commanding, being taken seriously.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
That's a 10 normally.
oh, I recognize you from the.
I swear to God, if the next words out of your mouth are not what I want to know, I will kill you.
Right, right.
I need you to focus up right now. You are in the survival situation, not us.
All right. I know who you are.
In Norm's earpiece, I'm very casually being like, I'm ready to.
All right, he did not give me what I want to know immediately. I am going to
Okay,
stab
you all are
him on
talking
the-
over me. Okay, he's trying to work. He's like, all right. I know who you are. I'll tell you where they are. They're in a corporate gulag somewhere. Even I don't know. We captured them and we handed them off to some Black Ops folks. They're probably on.
Look, Sonny, why did we take him when we could have left him in the exploding building?
He's lying to you, Norm. He knows exactly where they are. I saw it when we were down in the VI area.
What do you think you saw?
Where are they?
I
He's
don't.
not kidding.
I don't know. We caught them in the room that you described, the VR room, and we
Stab him.
Okay, roll damage.
I'm not gonna do that. I use the skill.
Oh, what skill?
The stab skill, Nick.
Oh, I see.
I want him to start actually talking, and I'm not going to be satisfied until I get some actionable intelligence on where these people are, or the next best thing, where his family is.
I think Dax and I come in to usher these two out and do a little round of good cop.
That might be necessary.
Take a break.
Okay, as you are torturing him by stabbing him, he swears like, "Look, I was there when they were caught. We handed them off to some Black Ops, and that's
To some Black Ops, the same ones that sabotage their own ships.
sabotage their own ships. I don't know what you're talking about."
I know, it's incredibly stupid, but you have to focus if you want to survive. Where are they?
I told you what I know. All right, let's try the good cop approach as this man is bleeding.
I walk over with a bandage and a seltzer.
I go to offer him drugs, but I don't have any left, and I'm like panicking in the corner. Oh my god, what did I do? Where are my drugs?
Hey Tom, let me take a look at that shoulder for you. Here, have a tasty drink.
I'm not thirsty.
Okay. I put the seltzer in front of him and tend to his stab wound.
Hey man, so I'm sorry this got so unprofessional. The clown really can't be trusted around sharp objects. I'll try my best to keep him away from you. He's kind of a psycho though, so he might come back. I'm gonna need to know what Black Ops team you gave them to. We blew up one already, and I just want to know if we may have blown up the people we're looking for.
Oh, I heard about this. No, there's quite a few Black Ops teams out there.
Nice.
I know you all took out shit, what was their captain's name?
You best start believing in me, cause I'm Captain Barbosa.
Wait, we did get a captain's name from that mission, didn't we?
Didn't we call him Barbosa? Who's Barbosa? I know we've named a Captain Barbosa. That's the one who's after.
Yeah,
us.
that's
that's
the like desk sergeant who just has like an axe to grind because we like.
He's the one who we tricked with the SS Love connection.
Right.
Let's see here. Maybe I didn't write it down. Anyway, it was the Water Hammer. Who was the Water Hammer's captain? I could have sworn I wrote this down. Anyway,
Didn't we kill all of them?
Yes, you killed all those people. That was
Lazarus.
Yes, Captain Lazarus's team. It was Captain Giovanni's team that took your friends.
Okay, nice. Giovanni, we've got a name. Oh, this is so helpful. I really appreciate it. You really are a great dude, Tom. I'm gonna take you to the Great Mango in the sky, and he's gonna tell us if you can. Dude, there's a mango in front of my face right. I cannot focus with all these drugs in my system. Anyway, I think you should be a terrorist.
This is your recruitment pitch.
You mean like you destroying buildings, killing people?
Yeah, the clown goes a little crazy. That wasn't really the plan. We were more like stink bombs and hacking, and then like locking a dude in a closet, and then it went a little extreme. Look, there's a green man in that corner, and it's freaking me out. Do you see him? Please, just don't turn your head too quick. But there's a green man in the corner.
Hey, Norman.
He turns his head and well, so Diane I thought was like an orange crab person, but okay.
No, there's not.
Oh, you're hallucinating, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
He like turns his head and is like, okay.
Norm, maybe you should go get Diaren. He might have some interest.
Am I in this room or not? You sent me out. Don't bring me back in.
We're out of here. If you bring him back in, this guy's getting stabbed again. Come on.
This guy's getting stabbed, buddy.
Nick, while Norm has been talking and I've been tending to his wound, I've been spreading a salve into his wound that Dot made that is a combination of psilocybin and THC and mint.
Jesus Christ. Give me a heal check, please.
Failure's good, right?
In Norm's mind, yes.
What attribute?
This would probably be intelligence.
Fuck, I don't have a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Roll.
Yeah, you do a good job. You're actually showing some some skill, some bedside manner here. He says, thanks.
No problem. And I sit down across from him and drink the seltzer that he refused. So, Tom, those people don't care about you. You're not protecting anyone who would protect you right now. You need to tell us where they are.
What do you mean those people don't care about me? I've had a job with them for over a decade. I've been able to feed my family thanks to that job.
And that employer knows that you're talking to us right now, and they wouldn't hesitate to kill you now that you said a word to us. Think it over.
That's standard protocol. They don't deal with terrorists.
We're not terrorists, Tom.
You're Dex, what did you go by for your employment with them?
Jong Uk.
That's right. Yeah, Jong Uk over there, even if that's even his real name. Or no, that's right, you've had glasses on as your disguise this entire time. He's like, Jong Uk, or Dax, as I better know him by now that I see all your faces, just called you all terrorists.
Well, one man's freedom fighter is another man's terrorist. Isn't that true, Tom?
Whatever. Norm through the bulkhead window is just like sharpening his knife. You can just see the whetstone and knife just going back and forth.
It's just in the ventilation system, just ready to pop out like a xenomorph.
Tom, the world we want is one where you can feed your family, where you don't have to sell your soul to an evil fucking corporation that'll murder you.
And you will think that destabilizing all the systems in place that provide all of that to us is the way to go.
Damn right.
To have it provided to everybody, yes, because right now it only serves the few.
If you break it, it'll serve no one.
Just because you break it doesn't mean you don't replace it.
We're going to rebuild it.
Yeah. Something new has to come in.
Maybe you wouldn't believe a human account on this. And I get up and drag Dax out and send Diane.
Oh, the world's moving around me.
Is he getting high now? So
I don't have any drugs left to give him. I tried to, but they're gone.
Oh, I did with
that's right.
The dot grew.
Right.
Nice. Yeah. I think you can tell it's starting to have an effect.
Great. It's time. It's Diarin's turn, and I drag Dax out and send Diarin in.
Okay. What are you hoping Diarin will do or say?
Diarin will bring some perspective to the conversation, forcing our GM to have a conversation with himself, and also
I was waiting for that.
And
he fails his wisdom saving throw, and he gives us all the secrets, and we can move on.
He's going to be our true neutral in this interaction.
Okay. Diarin basically makes an appeal to this person of like, humanity is now joining the galactic community, and this corporate enslavement of people is not going to last. It'll last, certainly longer than you will, if we let Norm back in here. What difference is it going to make? Just tell us where our people are. It'll go a long way to like protecting you and other people, other corporate fascists, basically. And he's like, fine. I don't know exactly where, but Giovanni's team resides on some station near, like, in the Rin system. That's all I know.
Some station,
like some space station, a private space station like the one that you all blew up. And Diarin will be like, the one that I was kidnapped on, or being held in against my will.
All right.
And Diane will walk back out. And with like a pincer, like stow your hand, Norm, and be like, we have what we need.
Meanwhile, this entire time, Sunny has been hauling things into the room. There's a whole bunch of buckets and some wet towels. There's like a soldering iron. There's all kinds of other implements. He just gets kind of annoyed. Like, damn it. And just walks back out.
Were you planning on waterboarding that man?
No. I was planning on letting
giving
Norm
him a sponge bath.
planning on letting Norm waterboard that man. But since we got our information, we should be good.
I really should find some other rebels to work with.
Look, you have things that make you happy, Diane, and so does Norm. I look out for my crew.
This doesn't make me happy. I do this because no one else will.
Norm's become fucking like an evil Batman.
Yep.
Jesus.
Someone had to. Okay. We
He
move
pops
on.
up in the like middle of the screen and goes, "Where are the rebels?
Where are they?
Okay. So what's next?
We go talk to Mango and see what information he can help us find out about this private station in Rin.
Okay.
Ring-a-ding-ding. Mango on the phone.
And we drop off a stoned cop who we don't want to keep on the ship anymore because he's saying some weird racist shit now that he's high.
Okay. You a prisoner, huh? Okay, we can work with that. Yeah. You all have some heat right now. I'm the corporate interwaves are word is that you all just left Gorin, and there are a lot of ships flying around the area looking for you all. It might be best you not come to Malafar.
10-4.
We can have a ship meet you in the black to pick up the prisoner, but otherwise I suggest you get the hell away from here.
Did we
Maybe
bring
we
the
go.
building down?
I'm sorry?
Did we bring the building down?
I believe so, or at least there's some pretty significant damage. They are very upset. And Vorex and Brucius are telling me that there is some pretty high level, some chatter happening at a pretty high level that is absolutely furious. Something about some pretty high tech destroyed.
Oh.
Yep.
There is now a very significant bounty on your heads. If I weren't already wealthy from all of my investments, I might consider turning you in. But trust me, that won't be happening. You are extremely...
You know better than that.
Why would you tell us that, Mango?
Just trying to be honest.
Remember when we stole a corporate ship? What if we scrubbed it and then like it became our ship, and then they'd have a harder time tracking us?
True.
That would
Still parked in there. It's still parked in the reef, right?
It is.
It sure is.
Also, I'm pretty sure there's an AI ship in the reef. We could hijack that one and make it ours. Then we'd have 2 AIs to fight their 4.
What?
Be at a disadvantage.
What kind of AI ship?
Oh, nothing, Mango. Bye. Click.
Jax proceeds to explain to Mango all about the ship and everything he knows, but doesn't realize the phone's off.
Okay.
All right, let's go retrieve 2 ships from the reef.
Okay. So you will receive a message with coordinates to meet another ship, kind of in the Breck system, but nowhere near any planets. And you will upload Tom, if that's okay with you all.
Yep.
So that you don't have to carry him around.
Can we task Lettuce with fixing up the ship while we're on the way to take us back to full hit points?
Yeah, that will work.
really quickly before we do that, I need Sunny, you remember how we're rolling d20s every time you go somewhere to make sure you don't run into corporate fleets?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to do one kind of as you all are still flying around the Breck system.
Sounds good. What do I not want to roll, Nick?
We do not want to match. And since you all have now destroyed a building, a corporate headquarters, a Black Ops station, stolen one of their Black Ops ships, and killed one of their what are called Spark Children, recall, I am bumping this up to... I am rolling 3d20, and you do not want to match any of my d20.
Okay, who's rolling first?
There you go. Don't roll these numbers. Okay.
Near miss.
All right. So, you manage to escape the Breck system and head towards the reef. En route, I don't know if you can make any repairs while in transit. Is that something?
I mean, one of our ship combat actions is to literally make repairs in 15 minutes during the middle of combat.
What?
Yeah.
Which action is that?
It's in the engineering section.
Emergency repairs. A disabled system is repaired or a damaged degraded drive.
I don't think it's the emergency repairs. I think it was one of the other ones.
Damage control on success. Repair number of lost hit points equal to fixed skill times 2 for fighter hulls, 3 for frigates. Oh, wow. Okay. Each attempt of this action after the first in a fight increases its difficulty. Oh, wow. I didn't realize you could just repair your ship.
That's why I've been not worried about taking damage.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so I'll infix and on a DC 7.
Fixing ship hit points can be done. This is just the section not in combat at a cost of 1,000 credits per point, with up to the presiding engineer's fixed skill repaired in points each day.
Whose intelligence is higher than mine? I need to boost my intelligence.
What is your fix skill?
This one.
What's the number though? Not the modifier.
It'd be 2, right?
Huh? Just says plus
No,
1.
if it's
Oh,
plus
I'm sorry.
one,
You're
it'd
right.
be
It is
one,
plus
yeah.
1. Okay.
Huh?
0 doesn't
Weird.
count, right?
That's so weird. You can make repairs in 15 minutes in combat, but then you can only do you're up to your fix skill repair in points each day.
You know, I
for
think
1,000
actually,
credits.
on that last roll, Sunny and Dot were both helping me, so I had plus 2 on that roll, so that's a 7.
Nice.
And so that's
Repairs made. Okay, here's the explanation. Repairs made during combat do not need to be redone or paid for afterwards, as they were performed before the damage could become critical and lasting. Interesting.
so Brian, give us 3 hit points back.
All right, we're gonna flash back to that combat. All right, can we move on to the
Sorry.
fucking reef? Get on our fucking new ship that we don't even care if this is what
That's a good
is
point.
repaired,
That's
right?
fair.
We're moving on.
Okay. All right. I'm going to need a quick roll from you again, Sunny, to see if there are corporate ships in this area.
In the reef?
The reef that's filled with pirates where they notoriously don't go.
Yes, I will only be rolling 2d20 here, though, because this is a less dense area.
Do I get to roll 2d22?
Nope.
Is this the reef? Okay.
Okay.
We're good.
So,
Great.
You don't want to roll more dice. The more dice you roll, the more likely you
That's
are
true.
to match.
I
Okay.
would say I can pick which one I... No. So I
Don't
gotta roll
bring math into
2d20
this.
and pick the one I want.
Okay. So, you all transfer over to the other ship. It sounds like. Let me go ahead and release this character sheet to you all. This is the Waterhammer.
Ew.
Didn't we
Black-
change its name after we got rid of the Black Ops transponder?
Do it later.
Yes, we designated it as the Twilight Fan Club, I believe. In
That's
my
right.
notes.
Yes, the Team Edward.
Did we really?
Or the Team Bella, sorry.
The Team Bella. One
Yeah.
word. No, I'm kidding. Okay. So let's go over this sheet really quickly. Just
We
so
will
you all.
as soon as you give us access to read it.
I have.
You have to give us access to control the sheet.
Oh, yep. Okay, there you go. Boop.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Okay, so there is a lot more that this ship has. So it has the thing it doesn't have is fast engines. Its speed is 3, so you all will be engaged in combat a lot longer, and not as freely able to escape. However, they have plasma beams, a Reaper battery, which basically just overcharges the engine and then like emits that energy out of a port. There is, and I've put the description of the Reaper battery here in the notes section, to kind of like give you a description of what it does. It has some pretty awesome defenses, like the hardened polyceramic overlay, which like reduces armor penetration of enemy weapons. You get +2 AC against weapons that use ammo, like missiles and like machine guns, things like that, physical ammunition. And then you have a lot of fittings, including boarding tubes. You have a shuttle of this ship. You have a locker with a ton of weapons left over. You have a sensor array for detecting, scanning planets and moons and things like that. You have an auto targeting system, which lets you fire a weapon automatically without a gunner. So like you could just not put someone in the gunnery and just still be able to fire weapons if you wanted. And then you have drop pods for stealth landings.
Nice.
Sweet.
Okay.
Great.
We transfer over our speeder bikes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we get most of our shit in here, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Our
you can move that
shuttle.
over, no problem. Especially since they have like the boarding tubes, you could literally connect your ships. I have a note here. Oh, we called it the Twilight Fan Club. I did note that here on the sheet.
Oh, good call. My bad.
No worries. And then I did note that we have 3 escape pods, and each escape pod will fit like all of you that are here, including Mouse, and Dot.
Oh, fuck. We should leave Mouse here, guys. Stranded.
Shit.
Why do you hate Mouse?
We've always hated Mouse because Mouse was the NPC that we wanted to throw away and we just couldn't because he stuck to us like a leech.
True. He's not.
Anyways.
He doesn't actually believe in the cause. Is the justification in character, though, Brian, the player?
So
I love Mouse because he has a -2 to everything except for cooking.
yes, +4 cooking or +5 cooking, something like that.
The next best huevos rancheros, man. We gotta keep them around.
Has Mouse started to teach Dot how to cook?
No.
Okay.
That's a good
Because that
man.
Mouse will not have a job.
Oof.
Okay. You all do not have enough free power to move your sensor mask over.
It's fine.
Which means that you cannot rename this ship, in fact.
I think we have to make room for that, right? We need this ship to be clean.
We did clean it.
what
We
need to
removed
do
the
is
old
remove
transponder.
something from the ship and put a sensor mask
Wait.
in.
We did a whole thing
Yeah,
of removing the
didn't
Black Ops
this ship-
transponder.
Hold on.
We sent
Sorry,
it off on a
hang on.
torpedo into space.
How is this a stealth ship if it does not have stealth capabilities? is my
Yeah.
question. It's literally doing Black Ops
Well, hang
missions.
on. Sorry, I'm
All right,
now I'm looking
guys,
at the.
Nick retconned himself into a corner.
Sorry,
That
no,
means
hang
we
on,
win.
hang on. I got confused because I saw that the free power was 0 out of 15, but now I'm looking at all the stuff I added, and I'm like, where is all this power coming from? There is only like, unless, no, I added all of these through
Now,
the.
the problem is the weapons use 9 power out of the 15. That's
Oh.
why.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's it. So 9, 10, 11, 12 for the point defense lasers, 14 for the survey sensor array, and 15 for the auto targeting system. Okay, so that's where it's coming from. So yeah, for the sensor mask, which requires 2 power, you'd have to drop something.
I have a
What about-
survey sensors or
Yep,
what?
I agree.
Okay.
It's the sensors for the sensor mask.
All right. Let's add sensor mask. Add, and we will, I'll just put broken for the survey sensor array and drop its mass and power.
So we have mass and hard points left over, right?
You have
Okay.
1 mass and like I don't know what hard points are, but it says there's 3 of 6.
We might invest in some nukes if we're gonna have to win some fights.
Nuclear
Just as a
missiles
future
are.
investment.
I think this is the most base. I love this idea. Can we get some nuclear missiles?
Yes, nukes are one of the weapons that we can acquire.
I'm gonna move over.
And they just need a hard point, right?
I'm
I think
moving
they
over the
need mass
extended
as
med
well.
bay really quick. Which for some reason on our old ship we had as 0 power and 0 mass. Oh, because it was in storage. Why is
We
that?
have it because we got rid of it to add something else in.
Oh, okay.
We added the workshop.
It's sitting at, yeah, that's right. We added
okay.
the workshop to lettuce.
Okay. You cannot. You can bring all of your stuff for the workshop over, but you can't hook it up because you don't have the free power for it.
That's fine.
Yep.
Throw it in a pile and ask Dot to order it nicely.
Yeah.
I assume Dot is replanting in a room on this ship.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Hard points, John, are spots on the exterior of the ship that you can mount weapons.
Interesting.
So that caps out how many weapons you can put on your ship.
I just like the idea of dropping a nuke somewhere, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I do
boy.
too.
Nick, I assume somewhere on this ship, this former Black Ops Captain Lazarus's ship, there's some archives where we might find information about this other space station, right?
Ooh, that's a good
Black Ops
point.
game.
I'm gonna need a hack check to access that information.
Flap Sunny outside the head.
Hack check?
A hack?
What's a hack?
All right. A program coming in from Sunny.
Oh, there we
Modifier +1 for the black slab. What is my DC that I'm aiming for?
14, buddy.
1400. Let's just say DC 12.
I'm assisting as well, given some of the things that Tom muttered to me when he was stoned.
Sure.
All right. +2 modifier then.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ew.
I think we're going to roll that one again.
A 5, a 1, and a 1. Yeah, that was a little unlucky. A 6, a 1, and a 1. Much better. Okay. Yeah, so you're able to you get you see a register of probably 8 different Black Ops station, like space stations, all over the sector. There's like basically 2 in each system, in each solar system.
Is there a market in the reef, like a dark pirates market, bazaar situation?
So you have heard of so there's kind of 2 major pirate factions that you would be aware of. There is Draxler's Raiders, they are fierce individualistic pirates who specialize in disabling ships before boarding. And they're quite violent, ransoming crew and cargo alike. And then there is the Reefers, a band of ferocious and rowdy space pirates living in a dense area of the Reef Nebula that they often clash with authorities. But you have heard rumors of like a place called the Cove. They're like capital ship, or like it's described as a capital ship, or a like a what would you call it? Is there a name for a thing where you like tie together a bunch of ships?
Flotilla.
A flotilla. Yeah, it's been described as a flotilla of ships that they like is their home, deep in the reef. You know the general area that you would have to enter the reef to get there, but generally people stay away from there because they don't want to be attacked by pirates. You all know that just like these pirates hate corpos a lot.
Cool.
So you might be greeted with hostility, but you might be able to negotiate your way into their good graces. However,
reputation now.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
wanted men.
You
That
are
should just
wanted.
give us a VIP access into their cove, right?
There is that one pirate that you all pissed off.
We pissed off by running away from?
Yeah, he wanted your shit.
That doesn't count. Let's be real. Come on.
Okay. Well, and that was the Levander Groove, Captain Veneer. I believe he would have been a Draxler Raider. Oh, but that's less interesting.
Can we team discuss giving this pirate the love connection as a peace offering?
He did say he wanted our ship.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna retcon what I just said. He is definitely not a Draxler Raider. He is a reefer. You would have been able to identify him as a reefer, or at least identify his ship.
Because I think if we can sort of like capitalize on our heat and our connection to Cobalt Collective and buy this pirate's loyalty, we might get ourselves a little squadron going, which might be useful if we're gonna start fighting more Black Ops people. If we can just have like a fleet behind us fucking shit up.
Getting like 3 of these frigates, we could just like show up and dunk on a system and then just bail immediately, right?
Yes.
Honestly, we should just take out every single private space station that exists within the sector. And then everyone will have to go to the public one, and then the government will get involved. And that's what we want, right? We're just working for the government.
When you say dunk on them, what do you mean? Do you mean nuke them, John?
I mean nuke them, yeah.
By the way, I was initially starting this line of questioning to say let's go buy a nuclear missile, but a nuclear missile needs 5 power.
Does it need power? I didn't. Yeah. I thought it didn't. Okay.
It needs 5 power, 1 mass, and 2 hard points. But we get 5 nukes.
Nice to have one and just fuck with it and board a ship and then plant a nuke on it.
All right. Well, we still might buy some nukes, but I think we should go to this bazaar and talk to Levander Groove, Captain Lahu, the whatever the fuck, and buy a nuke as well.
How much are nuclear missiles on the open market, Apollo?
I don't think on the open market you can get one.
Good thing we got black market contacts.
There is a reason you got black market contacts, apparently. Let me look up nukes. So, go ahead.
Nuclear missiles are 50 grand in credit. Or 50 grand. No, wait. It says it was 50 grand for the first purchase, and then 5 grand after that for every re-ammo.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it's cheaper on the reload?
Well, it's probably like
the launcher.
The launcher is
50,000.
Oh.
So if we ditch our auto targeting system and our Reaper battery, we will have enough to load up our ship with a nuke.
Who needs a targeting system when you're firing a nuke?
I think I don't think we need to. Do we even have 50,000 credits between us right now?
No, but we haven't been paid for our last 3 jobs either. So
Plus Mango.
You were expecting to be paid for your last 3 jobs?
we got paid for the first couple.
That's how they get you. We're in a fucking Ponzi scheme. It's now up to us.
Well, I mean, I wanted to
All right.
loot the last Black Ops station, but apparently we destroyed it on the way out, unbeknownst to me. So let's could always go find some money.
Do any of you have an arms dealer or a ship mod person as any of your contacts?
I do
Dax does.
indeed.
Yeah,
I'm a ship mod person.
Zax does.
Yazoo. No, not Yazoo. What's his name? From the first missions we ever did.
a hillbilly
Um,
on Saber.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and if we need
Shod.
it-
That's right.
my deadly friend Shad, a weapons dealer.
That's right.
And if you need it, I have a money lender too.
Oh fuck. Are we about to get into debt to buy a nuke?
Oh my god.
man.
Are there rules on debt in this game?
Yes, there are.
There are?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, in Stars That Number. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are.
Wow.
I've never touched them, but I'm almost certain they exist.
There's a section on the character sheet for debts, but it doesn't describe any mechanics for it. That's fine. I'm honestly fine with you all going into debt with Shad. He'll need a down payment, of course.
That's what the retribution, the retro lever is for.
I thought you were about to give that to pirates.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, I thought Shad was the pirate. My bad.
Okay, so here's the question though: do you all want to install a nuclear launcher on a very fast ship, a very sneaky ship, or do you want to put it on your big corporate fighter? Like,
I don't think we could,
Puncher.
right? Unless we like take that engine out and put it on this ship. Like it's our
Right.
little Corvette's
Yeah.
just not big enough.
if you take off the laser, the really shitty laser that you all have on there, I believe you can just put the nuclear launcher on.
I'll take a look at it.
Let me
All right. Well, Brian
add.
does the math, the logistics.
Yeah, it's the same mass and power. It's just one more hard point.
And we've got
Hey, how
3
much is
hard
a mining laser?
I'm sorry?
How much was the mining laser?
Like to buy?
No, like in terms of power consumption.
5.
Why the fuck do we have that?
You don't?
We don't have the mining laser?
No, it
The
was just in
movement-
edit mode where you could. I think the default was mining laser. Oh, I don't even see mining laser on here. What are you talking about? Oh, the multifocal laser. Yeah, that's your current weapon.
Oh,
That's the little pew pew.
Yeah, we could literally just keep this ship and put a nuke launcher on it instead of the laser.
we need more crew. We need to get like background characters to pilot that
This is
ship.
why-
come in with the nuke,
This is
you know?
why we need to do some public speaking at the pirate market, play up our cred, and draw some people to our cause. Like
hey,
let's-
pirates. Who wants
Yes.
to drive
Okay.
the nuke ship?
So here is what I propose. We yes, you all completed your mission. You have some ideas. Like there is like an open amount of time where you all kind of have like do what you want. Magno doesn't have a mission for you, so it like this I think will be a good space for you to follow up on some stuff. If you all want to like go use
Wait, we
one
still have
ship
a
to
mission. Don't we have someone to rescue?
We still have to rescue Captain Mia, but
Do
still.
we
Yeah,
though?
Well, I mean, he did get himself caught. I mean,
What?
we
I
want
mean,
to rescue-
look, if he's gonna get caught the first
fine.
time, he's gonna get caught the
It's-
second time.
it's a she, but yeah.
She named Mai, isn't it? Not Mia.
It's Captain Mia, but Mia is their last name. But
I'm
I
just
had
saying.
anyway.
We're
So-
in a very dynamic point in our lives, guys. Do we really care about this one captain none of us know who was dumb enough to get caught in the
I have
opening
a
stages
thought.
of a rebellion?
I have a thought. What if we give the information on the Black Ops sites to Mango. Say, this is where Captain Mia is. Send somebody to rescue her. And then we disappear into the reef for a few months and let the heat kind of die down. Maybe go visit some pirates. Maybe go pick up some refined soul crystals.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Maybe load a nuclear missile onto our ship and then put a refined soul crystal in the nuclear missile and see what happens when those two go off together. Maybe we take a break here and think about it, Nick.
Okay.
About halfway through the show.
All right. We will be right back and then figure out what the fuck we're doing. We'll see in a minute.
Pirate representation.
We need our Han Solos.
We do. We're back. Welcome. We are discussing what we're doing next. So let's open this up. I think it is totally fine. Like, if you all have stuff you want to do around the system, if you want to buy nukes and like run around the system and blow up a bunch of Black Ops stations, you can do that, and we can just like make a couple of rolls and do that. If you all want to go try and hunt down Abigail, we can do that with a couple of rolls. If there's other stuff you want to go do, like let's open this space up. I think that the pirate stuff, that will be like a scene. I think that will be a good place to go next, because that will actually kind of be a bit more lore dumpy, or at least world buildy. So if we want to like wrap up any loose ends right now, before we move on to some new fiction, this is a good spot for that. So like let's go around the table and talk ideas. Like, John, did you want to get nukes and go around and do some guerrilla warfare?
I still want to talk about it first.
Okay, yeah.
About the practicality of it.
Okay.
So what is, team, the most important thing we need to accomplish as rebels, rioters, or whatever the hell we are? Revolutionaries.
Highlight the inequality created by corporate space.
To who?
To people who could join the rebel cause, to the common folk on all these planets who could start resisting corporate entities and embrace a world where they don't
Are we the face
have
of that
to be.
revolution? I kind of feel like we're
I
the
don't think so.
grunts on the floor, right? Like we get pointed in a direction and we blow up a space station, and then I'm assuming somebody who's charismatic and whatnot goes out and is like, brothers and sisters, see how the corporate like shackles fall from your fingers as we speak, right?
I mean, you all are everyone in the sector would be like, at this point, you all are being highlighted by the news networks as criminals. I think maybe one of you has a contact with the news network if you want to exploit that, or you could, like, I'm sure Magno has like PR teams that you all could work with to like leverage your own sort of propaganda campaign, a la Katniss Everdeen in the third book and third movie of that.
What the hell are you on about?
Well, in the Hunger Games series, the rebels use Katniss as like a poster child for the resistance.
She becomes a spokesperson.
Yeah. So, like,
okay.
I mean,
That ain't us, Chief.
okay, I'm just saying, like,
I don't
if
think
y'all
that is
wanted
us.
to do something like that, you could. That's all I'm saying.
What is our end goal as a group? Is it take down corporations? Is it get rich and get out?
I think for me, it's destabilize corporations and reunite with my brothers.
Well, you've got halfway there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, destabilizing.
Keep destabilizing. Yeah.
Yeah, we should graduate that idea and now fully dismantle.
But that's mine. I don't want to just like you guys. Share yours.
Sonny wants revenge, and then preferably revenge that ends with him getting rich in the end.
Revenge on who?
Lorcan.
Okay. You don't think blowing up their headquarters and planning to steal their soul crystals is gonna take that all the way?
Very, very good start. I don't know if that gets me to the end or not.
Okay.
I'm interested to hear what Dax's and Norm's end goals are.
I don't know if Dax has an end goal. I think Dax is just along for some mayhem and destruction. He signed up to be a like anti-corpo fighter, right? And that's what his job is, essentially, as he sees it.
Does he have like lingering feelings and a goal related to Aphrodite?
Yeah, I mean, he would love to see Aphrodite go down, I would assume.
Okay.
But as far as like, I don't think Dax has a like, if I can blow up Aphrodite's headquarters and steal their technological secrets, he would be fulfilled. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fair.
How about Norm's angle?
Oh. Norm is an ideologue with a quest, right? And that quest is now fully destroy every corporation he has the ability to. Because they're all part of this corrupt system, and we're going to burn it down first. And usher in our new egalitarian cooperative with aliens, essentially. Right. So when he sees Sonny, who is just out for revenge, you know, like it's a personal thing. Norm doesn't really have a dog in the fight, and the reason why he's doing this is purely because this seems like the most logical conclusion to push humanity towards. Because currently we're like circling the drain, and things are just getting worse and worse and worse. And now we need to upend the system. So now he's trying to figure out the best way of doing that. And at first it was stabbing people. And you know, I still think it has some, stabbing people is definitely one of the things, right? And now he's trying to figure out how he can stab the right people to get what he wants.
Stab the right people. Got it.
I think he may start like, oh, I think he wants a list created of like who needs to die.
Joffrey, Cersei, Ilan Payne, the Hound.
Yeah, but it's like
I think
Maximilian Loricon or whatever. That kid's going. He's the heir to this corrupt business that Sonny hates.
Ooh, you're on like a Assassin's Creed mission, like literally take out just all of the heads.
Yeah, there's like this weird shady cartel that he needs information on now, and he needs to find out who's in charge. And to figure out that, yeah. maybe we just keep targeting the AI until like we either get them on side or we just destroy them all.
And then hunt down the cabal.
Oh no, I'm the bad guy. That guy shows up and we stab him to death with a knife. You know?
Okay.
I'm thinking out loud here. To my team, this is all in character.
I like this. I think we hunt down the cabal. We first have started by attacking their weapons, their Black Ops teams. We've taken one out. We've located the locations of 7 others. We can deal with them in many different ways, but eliminate some of them, and then after that, find a way to get information on the cabal, and then go hunt them down.
Yeah,
down the corporations by cutting off the head. Cut off the head, kill the snake.
Yeah,
I
there is
assume-
some economic force keeping out the world government, right? Or the solar people who are like assumedly doing better over there in our cradle worlds than like this shithole. Because we're on like the fringe of human space, right?
You are on the fringe of human space.
And I feel
Wild
we
West.
need to be reconsolidated into the human society rather than create our own breakaway state or whatever. Because
So
currently we are in our own breakaway state and everything's falling apart.
The
Yeah.
whitest revolution ever.
yeah, a little bit.
Welcome.
I mean, most star sectors, like their local government is very empowered to keep corporations in check. Most of the corporation, like the basically one of the deals that that guy here. Let me pull up some lore really quickly, just to make sure I have this right.
Yeah, there was like some guy who funded the project to get everyone here.
Yes.
But, like, what's the rest of a fucking human civilization doing? Like, are they being Star Trek? Or are they like full? We worship the God Emperor of mankind. What's happening?
No. There is no God
Geopolitical.
Emperor.
Look, I'm just saying, you've been playing Dark Tide for a little while, and now I'm worried. All right.
No. Well, all of this was come up before I even had done anything Warhammer, John, and
just saying.
God Emperor of Mankind does not interest me.
Leaving you the option open.
Okay, so here is the big picture stuff. So Edmund McGuire was the champion entrepreneur of history who kind of like led the Genesis project. He basically like got a bunch of corporations to work together to build this amazing tech that would go out in you know both directions of the Orion arm, like that the Earth solar system is on, and connects two major branches of the Milky Way galaxy. So they explored that, and then later, many centuries later, corporations sponsored their own like colonial ships that went out and basically chartered planets. So they like planets are owned, many planets across the whole Orion arm space are owned by corporations but regulated by the central like human government. But many corporations, including the ones here at the shore, are owned by a mega corporation across all of human space called the Orion Guild. And that is run by Edmund McGuire's descendant, Clarissa McGuire. And it is the guild, the Orion Guild, that is basically owns most major corporations in all of human space. And they are apparently like sending a lot of money to a group out here to do a bunch of research on like this sun and its effect on people, and its effect on computers, AI. Like that is the big picture story going on here. But they picked the sector space so far out here that there is very little government interference, and so the governor exists here in the shore, and they have some power, but it is quite limited, either because of corruption or just shady dealings. Like whatever the case, the government has some power, and now there's space forces here, which could also be leveraged to take action against illegal activity. I mean, they certainly see a lot of rebel activity, like blowing up a space elevator, destroying government or corporate property as illegal, but you could leverage them as well.
Wait, don't we have all the data like showing that Loricon made the AI, right? Sonny, that's what you downloaded?
I'm so sorry. I was blowing my nose and I couldn't hear you. One more time.
Did you download a bunch of data from Draft or whatever the fuck the AI's name was, which told essentially gave you or confirmed that Loricon made it?
Yeah, we have data and downloads that say that there are soul crystals that are not breaking apart, that are fully refined, and we know where they are, and we know they exist.
And
Well, not just the soul crystals.
Yes.
I'm talking about the AI themselves. Do you have anything on that?
We have all kinds of stuff on everything except for Panacea and Yield. We have the other 4.
Why are we forwarding this to the governor? So that they can suddenly do their own investigations with their massive military above fucking Saber.
We certainly could.
Because currently there's an arms buildup with the corporations as they do their own police stating. We can get a secondary army out of literally a space elevator explosion.
Then I say we do it.
Let's get it to the media too. Talk to our M&M people.
Hell yeah.
thank you,
Make
Andy.
it public.
Our
Make it-
M&M.
The Musk,
And-
Nadar, and something else news group. News media.
Is it time for Dax to finally do that interview?
Dax's interview time.
I think we already did that when we became the prison breakers for hire, but I'm happy to interview some more.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dax
Well,
loves the
we'll do that.
camera, baby.
We'll let Norm to the interview too.
No. I'm gonna die. Brian. Fuck, what's your name? Sonny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die to become the foundation of a new galactic government.
Okay.
I'm euphoric.
Okay. So what kind of let's each pick a kind of a downtime project, and that project again can be like, let's do nuke bombing runs. Like what are you all each doing during, like, before heading into the reef for whatever contact with pirates that you're making?
I'm gonna talk to Bacon, see if he's got contacts in the pirates between Cobalt Collective
Ooh.
and see about starting to build a stronger network of different rebel actions.
Ooh.
Are these pirates in the historical pirate sense, where like some of them are just people who are trying to fucking live out from under the yoke?
Yes.
But also,
Oh yes. There
some
are
of them are some of them privateers hired by the evil corporations that actually like terrorize and give a bad name to pirates in the name of maintaining the order.
There are certainly those. There are lots of privateers, but they would say, like, if captured, they would say, "Oh yeah, we're pirates. We don't work for corporations," but they actually have been hired by corporations. But the Reefers and Draxler's Raiders are in the traditional sense, like pirates just trying to like survive.
Great. Yeah, I want to work with my older brother to see if we can build some connections with those people.
Okay. Let me take a look at that really quick.
Since the last time we talked to Bacon, we made a big, like, fuck you, look at how amazing we are presentation.
Yeah, and your reputation has only like grown from there.
Yeah, well, we should capitalize on it. That's my downtime thing, is leveraging our heat.
Okay, let me take a look at my faction information here.
Where is the Cobalt Collective located from?
So remember, they had taken over a mining space
Are they over
station.
That?
Yes, it is. It is surrounding that, and they basically are holding it ransom. And the corporations have not gotten pissed off enough to like fight for it back, since it was kind of decommissioned anyway.
They're just protesters.
Basically.
Oh.
Okay, let me see here. The Cobalt Collective. They are not specifically allies with any of them, but go ahead and give me a connect roll. No, they do not have any connections, but look, if you all need help gaining in sympathy, you can certainly put us in contact with them for like a really good weapons deal. Like if you need some leverage or something to offer when you make contact with them, like I would be happy to work with the Raiders or the Reefers.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. What else?
With interest.
Also,
oh,
go ahead. My bad.
go for it. No, it's your show.
Finish up.
Does Bacon know where Tomato is?
Yeah. Last I heard, they're working for the governor on Warren.
Yeah, still there, as far as you know.
As far as I know.
Okay. All right. No, thank you. Sorry.
You planning on reaching out to them?
I might. I mean, didn't we last see him working with Diarin's people?
Yeah, so the governor showed up on Shemaya when the alien diplomats arrived at the academy. So like they were there, you know, schmoozing, and your brother is the governor's assistant.
Right.
So they were there.
Who was working with Diarin's partner?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
They like the governor was there to welcome these, you know, alien envoys to the sector, and yeah,
cool.
So it was a bigwig show with cocktails and all that.
All right. Well, that's a connection we might use later on.
Sure.
All right, Greg, hit it.
Dax wants to contact Boris, hacker computer guy extraordinaire.
Absolutely.
He saw some blueprints for one yield, and he wants to get a upgrade to Dog. So he wants to fund or talk with Boris about creating a upgraded cleaning robot that can still be a cleaning robot like girl or just an android body for Dot essentially, but with the processing power that would approximate what he saw in the designs, and is gonna try to get Borix to work with him to fund that.
Do you send him the design?
I think I'd have to beg, borrow, and steal that from Sonny. But yeah, maybe if he asks for it, if he needs it.
Sonny, do you have any interest in sharing any of that data, all of that data with Borix?
The data on yield?
On all of the Spark children.
I mean, yeah, I think I would.
As soon as I think if you're either sending the data before the call, just as a hey, look at all this stuff I found, would this be of interest to you? They are, yes. Oh my God, where did you get this? Holy shit! This is
this was literally our mission, was to gather half this stuff.
I had no idea they kept such detailed records of the creation of these things. I thought it was a mistake, or they they just stumbled upon the creation of these AI. Wow, they have so many. I thought they would have only had a few, but there are quite a few. Many. That's not the right word. There are quite a many. Still not hitting it. Wow, this is incredible.
There are many.
There are many. I'm just at a loss for words. This is just truly incredible. Brucius and I will dig into this, but in terms of a body, looking at the data here, you know, once a chip is affected by the Nyota radiation and begins to fuse, it becomes.
But like, we could take her head off and put it on a different one, right? Like, you're the computer guy. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it
Come
out.
on.
I suppose we could try and integrate or create a separate body that her body could integrate with, but I don't think we could remove her chip from her body or even remove her head without killing her. I'll look into it.
There we go.
Can you give me a D20 plus 4, please?
Sure.
For Vorax.
I would love to do that.
Where is... here we go.
A 10.
Why a cleaning bot?
Because that's, you know, it's what she is now. So I figured, you know, the same body would be easier to like make the transition into.
Well, the closest thing I can think of would be one of those drones that fly around city streets, sweeping them and blowing air, cleaning them, or one of those drones that, you know, clean windows of large buildings.
Are you familiar with David Cage?
Who is that?
Terrible video game maker, but you should like think more like those robot body things, you know. Maybe something a little more iRobot.
Well, there is that artist, Rocco, who creates those artisanal mechs. Or artisanal ships. I hear he was getting close to finishing a mech design.
Put me into contact with him. I'll bother him.
Okay. I can.
Sick.
Okay, so you reach out to Rocco, and he's like, "Yes. I need to pick someone who commissioned him to make this mech. And it's gonna be someone you do not like. Do we know who the CEO of Wacom is?
They never created an NPC for that. I figured I'd leave that up to play.
Does anyone have a good name for a CEO?
Charles Tchaikovsky.
Charles Tchaikovsky, great. That is Charles Tchaikovsky, CEO of Wacom, has commissioned Rocco, who when you contact is like, yes, it is not for sale.
Oh, come on, man. I'm sure you've got like prototypes of it. Like, you could hook me up with one of those, like supercharge the brains a little bit, and we'll call it a day.
Part of my appeal is that my designs are one of a kind. If I were to sell a prototype, it would certainly diminish the value of the final
Nobody's gotta
design.
know. I'm not gonna tell anybody.
I would know.
Look, can I meet you in person? I'm not so good over the phone.
Absolutely not.
Sonny, I need you to trace this phone call I'm on.
We're doing it.
Okay. Give me a hack. DC 10.
Unironically, this is the lowest DC we've ever had. I'm so surprised.
I failed.
Damn it.
Dax just announces, like, while on the phone call, Sonny, I need you to trace this.
Yeah.
And he hangs up.
Oh my god.
What is that roll? A 2, a 1, and a 3 on 3d6.
Oh, woof. I mean, okay. I mean, he has a website with, like, his studio location on Warren. If you want to do a heist to steal a mech.
That was the next part of the plan. Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, steal a mech. Hell yeah.
Okay. Give me we're gonna montage this. Give me a sneak.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna need a sneak from you, a hack from Sunny, a fix from Lettuce, and Norm.
A stab. You know I'm gonna work it in somehow in the narrative. You might as well just accept it.
Okay, give me a stab to break in.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna slit a throat. Oh wow, I did pretty bad that time. Rip.
Okay, that all averages to plenty enough. Okay, yeah, you all steal a mech.
Yeah.
What does
It's-
that mean? How big is this mech? What are we talking?
Okay, so
Is it like a Gundam 30-meter thing?
Is it space worthy?
probably.
Yes, I want to put Dot in the space.
I mean, this guy
mech.
makes spaceships. So and this is commissioned by a CEO. Don't forget, there's also a bunch of people that are in like this vigilante group of their own ships and mechs. They've probably like custom ordered some stuff out here. These are probably 15 to 20 feet. Yeah, like 2-story tall mech.
Excellent.
Can we fit it out with a seed vault so that Dot could literally fly it to like any planet and just start,
Start
growing?
bombing seeds.
Throwing shit. Seed cannon.
What are the specs of this mech?
It's a Gatling
It's an
gun with
arc
just
now.
packets of
It's a-
seeds.
The plant arc. Yeah.
Like, was this meant for combat? What's the CEO
No.
doing?
No, this was not made for combat. This was made to be a showpiece. But it is flight capable. It does not have any weapons on it though.
I want to like give it to Vorix and be like, make sure this thing has like strip anything out of it that is unnecessary and give it as much computing power as humanly possible, right? And then I'm gonna want to try to like transfer Dot into it, or I'll just like give it to Dot and be like, hey, I bought you a new body.
A 20-foot tall gardener. I can't wait.
He is going to need to work on Dot to like create some interfaces, like connection points between her body and this mech. Basically create just a bunch of HDMI ports or whatever, just DVIs between each machine.
I suppose that's acceptable.
Because again, he cannot take her, like this is her body now. Like she is the cleaning droid, but he can at least give her
Put a
a way
port on her.
to like
Yeah.
interface into this body.
That's fine, but I'm gonna be the annoying person that's like over his shoulder the whole time. Like, what are you doing? Why do you need to do that? What are you? Explain your processes to me. No, explain them simpler. I don't understand your technical jargon.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. So Dot is going to depart from the ship when you all drop off this mech.
Bye, Dot.
Goodbye, Norm. This is the first time I think you've ever talked to me. Maybe. In a while.
Honestly, I'd be a bad influence if I talked to you more than once.
Oh, really? So, will I never see you again?
No, we'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. It's just a checkup, you know?
Okay. Goodbye, Captain Sunny.
Hi, Dot. Have fun. Play nice.
Will do. Lettuce. I I've been working on growing another head of lettuce for you. It's a different type of lettuce.
What kind of lettuce is it?
It's red leaf.
Oh my god.
It looks really pretty. Here. Well, actually not here. It's not done growing. You'll need to finish tending to it, but it's over here.
Did you write me instructions on how to cultivate it?
I'll send you an article.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Does he know that I kept it a secret from him that I like froze in carbonite the first head of lettuce he gave?
No, you did not tell her that. No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Good luck, you little shit.
Thanks. She
It's
turns.
good. It helps plants grow. It's a term of endearment for you.
Oh, okay. Dax,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna miss you.
Oh, I'll miss you too.
Keep an eye on all my plants for me.
I will. I've been practicing my green thumbery.
Excellent. Well, goodbye, you little shit.
Goodbye. See you soon. This isn't goodbye. This is just temporary departure.
I know.
Okay.
And she will leave. Thank God, says Aaron.
I high five Aaron. Hell yeah.
Also, for having killed Draft, did I earn like a lot of loyalty from Aaron, or
Did you tell Aaron what you did?
Now we are.
Yep.
Aaron, we killed an AI, bro.
Hell yeah! Give me another high five. Give me 2 high fives. I'll try not to cut you with my pincers.
Elbow.
Yeah, those are
The
sharp
elbow.
too. You know,
Okay.
here, hit the flat side.
If
Let's
you
just...
really think about it, he's made of blades. That's why I like him. Oh,
Okay. All right. My God, now I have to like come up with a design for this Rocco creation.
Yep.
okay. Mech suit, checked off the list. Brother, checked off the list. Sonny, what are you doing? Are we going after this AI ship?
The AI ship. Yeah. I mean, I think Nick was asking for downtime before we went into the reef. Is that right?
We can do chasing Abagnale.
Oh,
I just like
absolutely fine.
it's specifically if you're going to meet the pirates, that is going to be a bit longer of a scene.
Got it.
'Kay.
Well, I think Sunny would start by doing exactly what he did for Dax, which was give all the information to Mango, because that was our mission. He would also try to get paid for doing the mission, finally.
Okay.
And then I would definitely be going after Abagnale to get these soul crystals. And I have so many things that I want to do. There's 6 of them there. We have some to spare.
Okay. Everyone, pocket 4,000 cred.
Love it.
Whoa. I'm rich
So-
again.
Wait, how many jobs have you done without payment?
3.
Okay, everyone take another 3,000 after that.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
and a level up?
Now,
right?
Yes,
good
we
call,
should
Nick.
also do level up. Why don't we do
we want to
level
get
up?
through downtime
After
first.
downtime.
Yeah, we'll finish
Yeah.
downtime and end on level up.
Love it.
Okay.
All right, we go searching for Abagnale.
Okay. So just to go over the information we have on Abagnale, they are an AI. They're the only one designed not put in a supercomputer of the ones that you saw. Like the rest were basically just built to be like virtual AI and do calculations and make decisions. Abagnale was designed to sit in a modified fighter ship and basically run and hide. It was the orders they were given. Like, come out whenever, we send you a message asking you to pick up a delivery, send a distress signal on this, these satellite relays, when you run into trouble, or like someone finds you, and you're not able to hide, and we will come to your aid. check in with the relay system every 3 days. They are outfitted with a faster ship than you. They are incredibly fast, and they have a number of fittings on their ship to they have gravity inertia displacers, which will like push away projectiles and weapon fire. They have emission dampeners to avoid detection. They have mini drone, like Foxer drones that they can use to it's like flak that'll disrupt and get hit by missile fire. And they also have point defense lasers meant to destroy ammo fired at them that manages to make it through their drones. I am curious, quiz question for you all. Does anyone have any idea why I chose the name Abagnale for this?
Touch me if you can, Nick.
Hell yes. Thank you, Brian.
I literally put that in the chat at the end of last episode.
Oh, did you? I missed that.
Yeah.
I was literally about to call this Operation Hand Ratty for hunting him down.
Yes.
This AI sounds like Eddie from the movie Stealth as well.
I have not seen that one.
Oh man, okay. He's a smart fighter jet.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Well, Nick, I have an initial thought then. It's a good thing we have all of the information about this AI, including all of their protocols, because I think we should just order a delivery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally order a delivery of 6 refined soul crystals to a spot just outside the reef.
Okay. Can I
There's
get
no need. I mean, we're not going to get through its defenses. There's no need.
Sure. I mean, we could try to like fuck with the programming by taking the sensor offline, so it's just like standing there waiting for its next order.
okay?
Good idea.
Who knows?
Can I get from you a program, please?
Wonderful. Yes.
To like send the correct signal and information.
Is this a new scene from our last one?
Yeah.
So in case I fuck up, I get a reroll?
Is that how that works? You get one every scene?
Once per scene.
Oh my god. Okay.
I actually had it up earlier on the rules. Yeah, I have to go find it, but
from the okay, yeah. Yes, yeah, this would be a new scene then.
expert, yes. Once per scene, you can reroll a failed skill check, taking the new roll if it's better. All right. I'm not gonna need it, Nick. I'm not worried.
Okay.
What's my DC? 37.
I mean, we can make it 36 if you want. Okay, how about DC 12?
Easy.
Perfect.
Nice.
You say easy after rolling like 4 ones in a row. Okay. Yeah, so you're able to get a message out, and you all are gonna need to wait a while because remember it checks in only every 3 days.
Right.
So you would have needed to like schedule a timeout from there. So like on the 4th day or whatever, it will arrive. So what I'm going to need from you is we're going to need to roll initiative.
For ship combat?
Yes.
God damn it, Nick. Why are you doing this to yourself? Oh. Get it, Sonny. I believe.
Oh my god. I don't think you could have beat it.
I can't roll any higher than 10, Nick.
Oh, I rolled the wrong number. I'm so sorry.
Yes, you did.
I did. Okay, let me re-roll that. I thought it was 2d6 for some reason.
You literally can't roll
Son of a
high.
bitch.
Okay. All right. Let us. There are rules on ship detection that I wanted to play around with here.
Okay.
Let me find those in the rules real quick.
Wait, are we in a ship it would recognize?
We haven't gone to the reef yet. We're still in the retro.
Well,
No, we're
I
not.
will let you decide which ship you're in. Do you want a faster ship, or do you want a ship it might recognize? Like
We're just after the soul crystals, right?
Yes.
So we don't care about ambushing this AI ship at all.
Yeah, like the whole purpose of why mess around with trying to defeat its defenses. We have all the information about it. We want to send a hack in to get it to deliver its cargo to us. Because we have
I
all the
see.
information. We're not trying
Okay.
to chase it down or defeat it.
Yeah,
We're trying
we
to.
want to deliver.
Oh,
We
okay.
want to
Gotcha.
deliver.
Gotcha. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Okay. So
Thank you, John, for
I'm gonna
clarifying.
bring. Oh no, sorry. I'm gonna leave us on this map, and I'm just gonna bring out a picture here of
I'll save
Abagnale.
us every time, Shadow. Don't worry.
So this is what Abagnale looks like here.
What?
Let me. This is just some concept, like a concept art for a drone I found. Let me close these. So this.
A rear view mirror. Oh,
What?
the top left.
No, that's John.
What else could it be?
I don't know. More. It's an engine, or like a for.
This was the engine.
It's got lots of engines. Okay, it moves around really fucking fast, and it can change.
This is the vacuum cleaner.
Fuck off.
Look, I know a rear view mirror when I see one.
Okay. So Abagnale arrives, and mounted on several faces are like little cargo containers. Okay, so which ship are you on?
I think we're. What were you thinking, John? I'm thinking we're probably in the Retro Lover.
Why not the one we moved all of our shit to that we narrated like an hour ago getting on?
Then we're on the Black Ops ship.
Okay, I think that's a good choice because it would recognize the transponder of that ship. Yeah, I think everything goes fucking smooth if you are not trying to attack it.
No.
I think it comes out and it like you guys can open up because you have a shuttle bay. So I think it's just gonna fly right into your shuttle bay and drop off a cargo container with 6 soul crystals, refined soul crystals, and then it's gonna leave.
Love it.
Can I put a tracking device on it?
How are you gonna do that?
Literally, literally just hop on board and put a transponder in that's masked and special.
Are you like in a spacesuit in the shuttle bay?
Sure.
Okay. It's
while we're unloading, I just hop in there and tuck away a little ping.
Okay. You can see on its body there are many cameras. It basically has 360 vision. That is not standard for these ships. And it is watching you. It basically, like, once it drops off the cargo container and floats back up, it like turns to face you as you're approaching it. Give me.
This is a good time to back down. Okay, you don't want this thing to just start firing inside of the ship. Okay?
Please don't.
All right, never mind.
But if you need a skill, make him do it in a minister.
No.
I'm kidding.
I see that this is a bad idea, and I back off.
Okay.
And I just wave thank you to Abagnale.
Okay. It will like turn and face forward and basically it'll turn to face the opposite way and just head out of the shuttle bay.
Does Abagnale wave its rearview mirror at me?
No.
In response to my wave?
No.
Oh, what a dick. Right.
And you watch as Abigail flies like right back into one of these open like caves, deep into the reef.
Fine. We got what we came for.
Yes, you do. Sonny, you would have found in a lot of the data that you had, or maybe Vorex shares this with you after he does some digging. These refined soul crystals are one of the ways that they power and provide high processing power to many of these spark children, especially the ones in very like powerful bodies. So
I absolutely was planning on giving one to Vorex for Dot's mech.
Okay. He would have even pointed out that drafts, like the room that Draft was in that got EMP'd, there's probably a soul crystal or several soul crystals down there. There is a spot on the blueprint for her design that had space for multiple soul crystals. So it's probably buried under a bunch of rubble now, and it's a good thing that they buried that thing deep, or Norm's explosives would have probably blown up the entire moon or put a remarkable dent in it.
Our
Not these ones.
palm of our hands.
These are the soul crystals that do not break upon impact or upon fracture.
But what if you blow one up?
I guess there's that.
Yes.
Wait, Sonny, to prove, after we send all this stuff to like the government, we should make a, what? Do we have TikTok? It's not TikTok. What's it called? Vine? Vine is what we're using.
Vine is back, baby.
We need to make a bunch of Vine videos of us just throwing them against the wall.
No. If it's named after a plant, it can't be Vine. They're called mosses.
Oh, fuck.
I'm kidding.
I just had this mental image of us like cheering Dax on. Norm naked in the background as Dax takes like the sledgehammer and just smashes it on top of the crystal.
and then the video just ends.
And
It's just okay.
I think I would like to use 2 of these and hold 4 for us to do with something with in the future. One, I would like to send to Vorex for Dot's mech to power it. And the other one, I would like to find a way to get it to the news media and the people who are in the middle of that lawsuit against Lorcan, showing that there are soul crystals that can be refined.
You're sending one to each of them?
I think that's what I would like to do, unless anybody in the team objects to me getting rid of 2 of these from the start. Because that would be horrible bad press for Lorcan. That would just make them have other shit to worry about besides us blowing up their
I would like to point out that the M&M is probably owned by the corporations.
Yeah, we're not doing that, Chief.
Okay.
One to the lawsuit. Okay. Great. Are you also sending the any information to the folks suing Lori Khan?
Are we making everything public? Isn't that what Vorex is doing or whatever?
Well, yes, actually, since you sent all the stuff to Vorex, he's like, yeah, I'll add this to the data burst, and I think this is going to be everything we need to put the corporations on the back end in the public eye, and particularly with the governor and Space Force. So we'll get that out there, and we will direct and manipulate them into serving our purposes. Okay.
And it's just time for my downtime, right?
Yes.
It certainly is.
Norm's got things to do. And he would like to do them all, but he knows he doesn't have all the time in the world as a mortal creature. He's not an AI after all. So Norm is gonna go and try to find out more about this cartel group or cabal, specifically who's in charge and how they can be reached. And it doesn't need to be like Clarissa, who is inactionable. I mean, like the head honcho in this area, right? Who's my regional manager of the cabal?
Assistant to the regional manager.
Yeah.
Um,
I just need one name.
hmm. One second. I don't know why I have such a hard time going through my notes.
You're great.
Big picture. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. I actually did have a Wacom CEO. That was Ebenezer Zgrew. That's okay. We have a new CEO.
He died and got replaced immediately within a day. Poor guy.
Okay. What do we as storytellers think is more interesting? We have seen and named Lori Yesteryear of LoriCon previously. Or we could say it's the CEO of Aphrodite, who I do also have not named.
1D2, baby.
Like, but let's think about this. Would the tie-in to some of Dax's fiction and backstory be more interesting, or going with the character we've already seen on screen and is also related to Sunny's background?
I feel like the last 2 episodes have been dealing with Sunny's background and his vengeance, and we've kind of hit a little bit high in that arc. I would love to explore somebody else's arc.
Okay. I think going with Aphrodite is good because it gives me an opportunity to share a bit more of what they've been trying to do. Okay. So let's go with that. The CEO of Aphrodite is going to be Misty Rose. Misty Rose is I don't know, who would you talk to about this? Because they are a highly secretive group.
You know, I think that I want to do the legwork to get to that point.
Okay.
Right? Of just finding the guy I need to talk to.
Okay. So how would you go about finding a person then to talk to?
I think I would infiltrate Warren while they're doing the mission, and I drop in, stab a man, and then run off real quick. And by real quick, I mean for days, if not weeks.
Okay.
To go and truly enter my Zen state, take on new aliases, become the spy / diplomat I know I can become.
Okay.
Listen in, schmooze.
Okay. So we get the montage of you sitting in front of a mirror, putting on clown makeup or makeup of your own face or new makeup. Or something else entirely.
Like literal plastic surgery if I must.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
You've got a lot of credits.
I have 8,000 credits to become a whole brand new person.
Okay. So we get a montage of you getting multiple plastic surgeries. And
I want to become a brand new entity.
Ooh.
And if I must separate myself from my own name, I will do so.
Okay. And you infiltrate various government and corporate buildings. You are stabbing people, torturing more people.
I call it connecting with people, but yeah.
There's just you holding your blade saying, "Let's connect and talk about the cabal." So either give me a talk, a perform for the plastic surgery, or a stab. Your choice.
That's fair. I think it would mostly be deception, even though violence is just a tool,
Sure.
right?
Oh yeah, deception works too. That definitely works.
Is deception an actual skill? I was just gonna ask for connect.
Oh, let me look at the stats here.
Yeah, there's no deception.
Oh, deception. Okay.
Don't fuck with that.
I think deception would be some sort of talk or perform. Hell, I'd even take like administer if you're like infiltrating organizations.
Okay.
I guess connect would work too. Wow.
I mean,
find people who can be helpful to your purpose and get them to cooperate with you. Sure. Actually, that I think makes the most sense.
Okay. No modifier.
Know where to get illicit goods and services.
Not being violent for once.
Yeah.
That's really shitty.
Yeah.
Fine. I don't need to succeed.
Trying to think about how to fail forward.
Any name.
I think you get frustrated going through a number of people spending a lot of time. Like you know you have this like, hey, we're gonna head into the reef, deep into the reef, because we need to go deep into the reef, which could take a long time. Like the reef is the size of a solar system, and it's full of caves and tunnels, and you cannot touch the edge of these or your ship will become disabled. Like it is a very dangerous mission y'all are about to go on, and you're like, I need an answer before we leave because we might not be back for months. And you're growing more and more frustrated because no one has the information you're looking for. And eventually you're going to get a message on your data pad from an anonymous user that says, stop looking for us. If you wish to speak, we can be in touch, but you will never find us.
Well, gonna get rid of the data pad.
Breaks data pad on knee, throws it in a trash can.
Essentially.
Okay.
And I head back.
Okay. All right.
And you guys will have to be like, wait, is this really the clown? Who is this guy? How much money do you want me to remove for high value plastic surgery?
He ends up looking like Gilbert Gottfried. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hello, fellow teens.
Oh God. Don't give John ideas for our next monster road trip narration.
I missed that the other day. I'll have to go back and watch that pod.
It was a blast. Oh man, I don't even know. Give me like 3,000 cred.
All right.
Okay. So you all make your preparations for what you expect to be a long journey into the reef. There are like a number, like I think I've described there being like lots of charts you can purchase to like get into areas of the reef, and there's a couple that you can buy that give you a nice like metadata map of an area of the reef in the location that the rumors say the cove is, but the cove is expected to be much deeper than a lot of these. So either you can find some pirates that'll bring you back, or you can try and explore it yourself. But it is a very tightly kept secret by the pirates. If you go looking for a pirate, you'll probably have a much easier time. But still, you're not sure exactly how long to expect yourselves to go into the reef, and or if you can trust the pirates. So we will find out what happens inside the reef as you all look for the cove next week.
Do we level up?
Yes, and we're gonna level up. Do we want to do that on air, or do we want to stop the show and we'll talk about that later? Andy, you're muted.
My bad. I'd say let's save it. We can start off with level up next week even.
Okay, that sounds good.
Level up and then dive into the reef.
Hell yeah. All right. So any shout outs, upcoming events before we go? I know that Greg and I have episode 2 of Fellowship of Souls on Sunday. Episode 1 was an absolute blast. We had so much character relationship defining and managed despite all of the role play to get into Greg's story. It was really fun. I'm really excited for this campaign.
I'm excited for that. This Friday I have Land Beyond the Mist as well.
Cool.
So got a busy Friday kind of weekend of Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice. John and I are still looking for a final player for our upcoming campaign.
I think we're just going with 3.
Oh, we are just going to go with 3? Okay.
I think so.
All right. Well, if there's any last minute interest in joining us, reach out, but we might just stick with our 3. And that should be starting not this Friday, but next Friday, the 24th.
Session 0, Sins of Stormfire, we're playing. Age of Sigmar Soulbound, baby.
Warhammer.
New system, some weird concoction between Blades in the Dark and every other role-playing system that you've ever seen. Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Brian, when is your next Dragon Warrior randomizer race?
Oh my gosh, Nick. Friday is going to be a fun day. At 4 Eastern, I have a Dragon Warrior randomizer race. I'm racing against Rye Guy, who is a former champion in the Winter League, as well as Tilo and Angel FM, who managed to be the 2 people who were the finalists in the summer tournament. So I'm essentially in this stacked lineup, and I'm about to get my ass kicked. But it's going to be okay, because after I get my ass kicked, I'll be on Greg's channel for Land Beyond the Mist, as Fizzle Sparkling Awesome Sauce goes out into the mist again. And I've got some amazing fun items to play with, including a blessed, amazing book that every time you open it, it just sings "Take on Me" at the top of your lungs. It's just amazing. I can't wait
on me.
Take on me. Start practicing your aha there, Greg. It's going to be a fun Friday.
I can do it. Usually it's about the notes.
The high note, man, it's going to be hard. I think all of us.
The high note's the easier one. It's the in-between that's harder.
Greg,
okay.
You can just offload this work by having a Patreon reward where patrons get to record themselves singing it, and you just play one of their tracks every time it's open. Okay. Andy, do you have anything going on? You want to plug?
Nope.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello, internet. Okay, anything that we didn't cover that we want to plug for our viewers? All right. Well, with that, we will bid you all adieu. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on Friday for something. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Be safe.